The question was your worst makeout experience, 1-855-954-6969. You can also text in to 46969.
Chuck, you've had some things go on.
Yeah, like I know, like we had seen a list with like these tips on like how to make,
we'll go through.
like how to make a makeout session better, and just talking about it, I was reminded of like, sometimes you just know right away we're not gonna to work out. And I remember I was in a situation where it was kind of like some tension was building between me and this woman, and it was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be cool, and then slowly but surely like people started to like leave, and it was like, all right,
here it goes,
here we go, it's time to put on the old
this
moves.
Is our chance.
here's a let me show you how it's done. Boy. So, I'm like a huge loser going, let's start making out. So we start to kiss, and right off the bat, our mouths are a much different size. It's the only way that I can explain it.
I don't think I've heard this story before, and I don't think I've heard it described
because I don't know if I've ever really succinctly in all of the times I've told this. I don't think I've really explained that I felt like my mouth
was smaller?
Was at least double the size.
Oh, double. She had a tiny little mouth?
It was like she... Oh, God. Like a tiny little fish's mouth. Like a smallmouth bass. I was like a largemouth bass, and she was like a smallmouth bass. But...
Your little minnow.
When I would when in passion, you are open mouth,
right?
Kissing someone.
Yeah.
And what I would find is that when we would get close, her teeth would touch my teeth,
dude.
Her teeth were
the
like
worst. Not just like one time, because it can happen. Oops, occasionally.
Exactly. I mean, if it's
happens,
crazy
right.
stuff, and you're doing this was just a very calm, just like pretty innocent stuff, and it was just.
And you couldn't get it to stop?
I couldn't get it to stop. And it was weird because, you are making out with someone. So you're like, this is good. This could go further.
Right.
And listen, I'm not like tooting my own horn here or whatever,
well,
but it was like,
about to.
but I am about to. Have always felt like I'm not bad at this.
Yeah.
Like, I actually consider myself to be an okay, kisser.
Did you practice when you were younger?
Of course I did.
Of course I did. Your first kiss?
Of course I practiced.
What'd you practice?
Lemons. Whatever I could find, Elise. My arm before it was real hairy.
Yeah.
Because after it got hairy, it was like...
You just make your hand in one of talkie mouths.
Oh, yeah. Kiss your hand, all sorts of stuff. I was well versed. I've realized in my life a lot of my credit for believing that I'm an actual okay kisser is I believe that I learned to kiss from the movie Top Gun.
I don't remember.
Okay. I believe I learned to kiss from Tom Cruise in the movie Top Gun. They have one of the most sensual make-out scenes of all time without really being dirty. It's right after this, Lise. They do the race.
Wait, where?
Oh, this one. This is how I kiss. This is how I kiss. Look at me. A lot of little loose tongue there. Look at the hands, though. Watch the hands. See the hand? I realized early on, I'm like, so he's using his hands quite a bit. And then he does this move with the hand, And then get the tongue going there. There we go.
This was almost you and that listener in Boston.
Exactly, that guy, that man.
Yeah. Oh,
This is
my.
why he wanted to. This is why he wanted to.
That's a pretty good kissing scene, though,
Okay,
I have
see,
to say. I haven't
this-
seen it in a lot of years.
Right.
But
So I am telling you
Wow.
that I figured out some stuff at a fairly young age because I watched this so many times.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's without showing anything.
No,
very,
it's showing a lot.
You
And
know?
then this was the next day. There
Yeah,
she is.
no,
She's
and then
happy.
you know,
I just always remember watching Top Gun like with my dad.
I watched it with my dad the first
And
time.
We would
every
be so
time
uncomfortable.
this scene came on, it was like he was like, "Look away, boy!"
Oh yeah, I was
Did you
in
watch
the,
this scene with your dad?
I was in the theater. Me and my buddy Kev,
Right.
me and Kev, and my dad, and that started happening. And me and Kev looked at each other like we were like
Whoa, that's
11 years old or
embarrassing.
something like
So
that, 12 years old,
embarrassing.
and it was so embarrassing. But in the how many times I watched it, I was like, there's some stuff you got to do.
Yeah.
Like Maverick would do. Gotta sort of get your hands going. Get those hands moving.
That's a
get,
hilarious
Top
open.
Gun.
If you're
Yeah.
on a
It's
date,
really
you're like,
shaped your
I
life.
don't want to toot my own horn, but I kiss like Maverick.
I do. I feel like I do.
That's what you said.
I feel like I
That's what you
do.
just said.
I mean, it's tough.
That's
I
great.
mean, unfortunately, there's no one to check in on that with. But
They say
no.
to stay away from hickeys, too.
know,
that's
a young person game.
Okay.
It is a young
Oh,
person's
God, here's
game.
another.
But when you were young, wasn't it like, I don't know.
Okay, it was like a mark of a of like, yes, I do this. You know, like I did have someone making out with me.
Yeah, like
when I was
brag.
in my 20s though, I went to a bar one time and a girl bit me all over the face. She
my
bit me
God.
all
Well,
over the
that's-
face.
some of the girls that
Yeah,
you.
I mean, I made some choices,
Dated.
ladies. I made some choices.
Were you dating Army Hammer?
No, well, close.
Could have been.
Close to it. I dated like like heroin version of women. You know, not great choice. Not a great choice in life, and sometimes you don't live through it. You know, that's what I would be after. But yeah, and so I didn't realize what was happening over the whole course of the night. Where I thought it was kind of like playful and like there was a bit of like pain stuff going on there, which I wasn't adverse to. And, but the next morning I was covered.
So you
I was
looked in the
covered
mirror and
in
you were
little,
just had
it was
little-
like someone just like was whacking me with a pencil.
Did you have to explain
Bing.
that? Or was it?
I didn't really because I just stayed inside.
You
I was
hid.
like, I can't let anyone see me right now. I had little teeth marks, but like all over my cheeks.
It's a good
I
thing
didn't
you're
have
not
a
doing
full
the
beard.
show and you were. I went on a date and you.
Well,
white
thank God
marks
I'm
all over
not
your
making the
face.
same choices anymore. I'm not making the same. I'm
comes
not 21 anymore.
He comes in with a Phantom of the Opera mask. With
Oh, yeah, you know what? I'm like, I found a real winner last
Good
time.
for you, Chuck. Good for
Thank you. Yeah,
yeah,
back,
it's a good
they
night,
say
huh?
back on the horse. You know, back on the horse. I barely made it out alive. I barely lived.